Hello. In case you were wondering, what the hell is this? Well, on my main channel I made a video about the game, and this is my victorious, insane level winning run with commentary from Hardy Buckmeister. So yeah, this lazy channel also is about anything. Let's begin this very long and lazy video because I didn't even do the commentary.
Welcome to the Powerslide Insane Championship. The contenders are Mad Flat, Punch, Axe, and Posey, who has never won the Insane Championship. As always, we start at the Sand Blaster, where our drone bot will follow Posey's every move. Posey's car doesn't exactly look like a Posey, but he says it's the best car. And right in the first corner, Posey takes a different line and bumps into Axe. And you could in fact hear Posey cursing, a rare phenomenon. He's right in the middle. After a lot of training, Posey has found ways to be faster in the corners because he cannot be faster in a straight line. And just like that, he's at the front again. And he gets overtaken again. Not entirely. X bumps in the back of the car of Posey. Oh, they almost hit. Posey takes a completely different line again. And is again in front. And gets overtaken again. Posey believes that on some of the tracks, including this one, the speed of the cars is faster than the stock cars, so he could never compete with that. And thus, they are cheating. But that's just his belief. But he's found ways to win anyway, by taking different lines and by letting the cars bump into the back of his car and sometimes bump into other drivers to put them off the line. He should be able to keep this margin, unless he gets bumped when taking the alternative corner. He does get bumped.
Oh, get the out of here, man.
And Posey cursing again, because he's used to winning here. We've never heard him like this. He's blocked again by X and by Mad Lad Flat. By Mad Flat. One last lap to try and get everything right and finish first. Is it still possible? According to Posey, this was supposed to be an easy win, but it does not look like he is going to win at all. It's the chain reaction of getting bumped once, putting him off the driving line, falling behind, catching up and getting bumped again. And this last corner is the last chance to win. He does take it right. Can he stay ahead? He can stay ahead. He did stay ahead and he won. Oh, that was close, man.
My God.
But Posey did get his first victory and the oh so important points in this insane championship. Welcome to the second race on Speed Blaster. 10 laps of power sliding around a dirt oval. And Posey takes a completely different line right from the start to try and be ahead right from the start. Sorry. It starts off very good. He seems to be ahead of the competition already. Can he maintain that? Sorry. And just like that, we're already on lap 3 of 10, and there is X once again, kicking Posey off the line, but we're not even halfway. And Posey regains the advantage, and then X kicks him off again. So it's very obvious what Posey needs to do, and that's trying to keep that perfect racing line, even though X keeps bumping him. The car, I mean. But there are ways to try and avoid that, and that's by driving a different line than X, which is exactly what Posey does now. And if he does that a few times, no he doesn't, he gets hit again.
Previous attempt, I was half the field ahead.
Can X keep bumping Posey off the line? In fact, X cannot do that because Posey has now... Whoa, another pump! But Posey keeps his line.
Finally, I'm loose.
And now he is staying ahead of X. He did it. The second to last lap and X is too far behind now. Posey just needs to keep his concentration one more lap, get that line right, and he will win this track too. And again, he usually wins this, so it's quite an exciting race even though it shouldn't have been. He gets another crucial victory in the Insane Championship. Sorry. This is the damn track. Posey has only won here once at the Insane level. How will he fare this time? And Posey is crawling away from the start. A terrible start. He pressed the throttle too late.
How to not start a race.
You take the words of my mouth, Posey. How to not start a race, indeed. Especially on the damn track, which is so damn difficult to beat at the Insane level. All he can do is concentrate and take this line. This line is the only way he can be faster, and he immediately goes to second place, gets a very convenient bump in the back, and he for now remains in the second place. Can Posey hold this position? Every corner has to be right. He gets bumped, but he stays ahead. For now, he gets bumped in the back, which is good. It's the only way to stay ahead at some points, and again he gets bumped in the back. But he can keep the right line and use the concrete slabs once more to gain maximum speed. And so far, he does everything right. There's a little visual bug going on with the newer drivers, but just ignore it. Posey has 4 more laps, including this one, to try and overtake. Takes some very nice corners here. He even seems to gain something. But he loses the speed here again. A lot of bouncing around this time, but he keeps the car on track and again hits the concrete slabs. But it's not enough for now. Small steps. It's not Punch at the front, I think it's X. Or is it Punch? We can see it now. Is it Punch? Or is it X? Does it matter? Yes, it does matter. Because if the points get divided more, then Posey has a bigger chance of winning the championship. I think it is X. I thought it was Punch, but it's X again at the front. Can Posey overtake him? Very good line, very high speed this time around. And he gets really close. Can he bump X? No, he cannot. That means X gets away once again. Second to last lap. Is it X or is it Punch? I'm still unsure actually. I guess we'll find out at some point. A very different line, very close. It is X, now I could finally see. It is indeed X at the front and he once again moves away from Posey and it doesn't look good. Although again Posey manages to get the fast line there. braking in time here to not fly away from the jump and get this corner right too. But he cannot get past X. So again, there is a visual bug with the wheels, which was not in the original video driver. One mistake and he will be lost. How did he do this? Posey gets in front of X, and X bumps in the back of Posey's car, and once more bumps in the back of Posey's car, but gets past anyway, and the visual bug makes it look weird, but X is in front of Posey. Oh, what does he do? X takes the wrong corner. He completely takes the wrong line. Posey overtakes X, and he does everything right. Posey wins again.
Unbefreaking-leavable, I won the damn trick.
Posey wins the damn track. A very difficult track to win, and Posey just did it. This is looking very good for the championship, even though there are many more rounds to go. And that gives Posey an advantage of 9 points now over X. You joined us at the Devil's Elbow. Course 4 of 8 in this insane championship. And Posey says he is quite convinced he can win here because he's done so many times before. So that would mean 4 wins in a row. Well, it's quite an arrogant thing to say. Let's see how he fares. Taking quite a lot of risk in the early stage here. Nice Scandinavian flick with the handbrake. Posey's right at the back, all 3 cars together, and Posey overtakes X because he bumped X in the back, which took him offline. Another bump, Posey is right on the action, and this is the first of 4 laps, so things seem to be going well. And he gives Flat another bump in the corner and he spins. And now X gives him a bump and he spins again. Posey is basically out of the race.
That is messed up. Maar krijg toch dat
Posey like we never heard him before. Strong curse words. How is he going to make up for this? Probably not at all.
Is there any use continuing? Unlikely.
Well, the rest of this race will be Posey trying to correct for his enormous mistake. His impatient, uncareful driving.
I win one track, I lose on the other.
That happens to him more than once. How much can he make up here? We know he is a little bit faster here than on most of the other tracks at the insane level. But this is too far behind. How can he possibly make this up? This will not be a win for Posey, which will hurt him very much in the championship, because there are at least 2 tracks that are impossible for him to win. Trying really hard, taking a perfect line there around that corner. Oh, he hits the rock! He hits the rock! He gives up! Posey gives up! He's closing the game!
Okay, let's not
he
yet
returns
give up,
at the very last moment. He decides he's not ready to give up yet. He won 3 races, including the damn track, which he never wins. Even though after this mistake, he decides to continue.
Unbelievable.
Almost he quit. He was on the verge of quitting, but then he decided to continue. What will this bring him?
Now I won at the damn track, I lose here. So the end result is the same again.
Posey is driving alone in the deserted twilight zone. Even if he finishes last, he will still get 3 points because there are only 4 contenders. takes a very nice corner here, but he makes two major mistakes. Bumping into a car while cornering, and bumping into a rock all alone. But he seems to have regained his concentration. This time not hitting the rock, but perfect cornering, if there is such a thing as perfect cornering, on a bumpy track like this. Driving a perfect line is hard when there's unpredictable bumps all the time. It's unbelievable, all the three cars are in visual range again. Pretty close actually. How close can he get? This is pretty amazing. Remember, we're driving the insane level here. And Posey, after two major errors that cost him an enormous amount of time, can actually see all the three other contenders. But it's not close enough, there's only one corner left now. And so, Posey doesn't brake, he bumps into the back of X. And X goes off the road. Bumping can work if you do it right.
Yeah, this is useless.
Unbelievable. He gains a few extra points by getting third instead of fourth, bumping X off the road. X will be far from pleased by that. Posey better watch his back. Because X finished last now, Posey is now in the lead by 11 points. The lead increased by 3 points, even though it looked hopeless.
Let's continue anyway. Who knows a miracle will happen.
This is Mine Shafted. Oh, what is Mad Flash doing? Posey is already second, that's a good start! X crashes too and Posey evades him. And he makes a perfect corner. Posey is ahead right from the start. The start on Mine Shafted is the most important start of any race. X crashes. X crashes into the wall. And Posey did not hit him, he went right past him. All Posey has to do now is try and stay ahead of the rest, which he's never managed to do before on the insane level, on Mine Shafted. I have to note, he did manage to get ahead at the start a few times before, but usually at this point in the race, he's already overtaken again by at least 2 cars. But right now, he's still ahead. Concentration is all that matters now. Trying to take lines as perfect as possible with all the bumps, and he does a pretty good job of it thus far. He seems to be even gaining. And that's what you call a power slide. First place going into lap 2 of 3. He's gaining from all 3 contenders. Another perfect power slide around that corner. He didn't give up and it's looking really good now. If he wins this, he'll be very glad he didn't give up. How things can go. But we're not there yet, we're halfway the race. The competition is still very close to his tail, but just too far away to see in the mirror. One mistake, one crash, one bump into a rock or wall, and it's the end. This landing wasn't very good, but he managed to recover it quite well. Concentration was never more important than right now. Very tight cornering here, maybe even a little bit too much risk. You have something to lose right now, which is the lead. When he wins this race, he can actually start believing in winning the championship. Another very satisfying power slide there. And lap 3 of 3 has begun. And he's still ahead of all 3 other cars. And again he nails the corner here. I should point out that specific corner is one of the few places he can gain an advantage over the contenders. It's a very important corner, and he did it right all 3 times, and that is why he is ahead now. Although in the last segment here he gains also quite a lot of distance. We can see that. You can see the cars behind there. This is looking really good. I think he's going to win. I think he's actually going to win Mineshafted for the first time at an incredibly... Oh no, he rolls over! He rolls over, that means the end! Can he recover? Oh my god! Oh my god! He's still ahead, can he keep the concentration? If something as difficult as keeping your concentration after a crash, it wasn't really a crash, well it was a crash. He's still ahead, I cannot believe he's still ahead. He gained so much advantage that he is still ahead. He's keeping his concentration. Is he doing it? The last corner. The last power slide. He's doing it. He won. He won. He won. Mineshafted. He's first in Mineshafted. This is even a very big leap ahead of the rest. Posey won Mineshafted. And even more importantly, X wasn't second. Madflat was second, which means that the points get divided between the second and third place. 15 points ahead. Posey is 15 points ahead of Madflat. That's a very, very, very big advantage. And very, very, very good for his chances of finally winning the Insane Championship.
Here I will lose. Guaranteed.
Posey again having no faith at the start of Freezer. And this is why the cars accelerate impossibly fast. Oh, there is a crash! Posey evades the crash, but he had to go off the line to evade it. And thus he is not first. All Posey can do on this track is drive and hope for the best. And he makes a major mistake. He rolls off the tarmac. That's the last thing he could use. He will never ever be able to catch up.
Well, you knew you would lose.
He knew he would lose. That might not be the right attitude. But it's unfortunately true. Look where they are already. It was of course a mistake. It did cost him a lot of time. But this track is just impossible. This car that he is driving, he chose that car because it has the best grip of all the cars. But he doesn't know all the secrets yet. And also, the car that crashed is now right at his tail. Posey taking another line again. Taking a little shortcut doesn't work out all too great as well. Still, it's faster than going the other way around. And that way he can, for now, still keep his third place while we enter the second and last lap.
There he comes.
Punch is nearing in the mirror. And he crashed again! He crashed in the second lap as well. Now there is an actual chance to be third, which is quite a special thing on this track for Posey.
There he is already, what?
Maybe not.
I'm going to be lost.
That's not the right attitude. Keep your chin up, brother. Don't say you're going to be lost. You're going to be winning. You're going to win the championship. And punches Posey in the back. And Punch has just passed Posey.
Dead lost.
Just like that easy. Posey has absolutely no grip on that ice lake there. And that's where he got overtaken. But it's okay. That's why it was so important. He did the other wins. He needed those 15 points.
He crashed twice. Still he's ahead of me. And gaining. I didn't crash a single time.
Well, that's not entirely true, of course. He did slip off the tarmac. The shortcut going quite well this time, but it's not enough. Because right here, Punch will fly away again like he has jet engines. And so Posey finishes last at the freezer. I have won here several times actually, it's quite easy, it's just that my car is broken at the moment. But Posey is just not good enough yet. Posey is now 11 points ahead, thanks to X and Madflat both having 37 points. This is Urban Brawl, the second last track of the championship. And if Posey wins this track, which is very difficult, he will win the championship.
That's not how you win it.
Indeed, a very bad start for Posey, where once again the cars seem to be impossibly fast. But Posey knows some lines that these drivers do not know, and that is how Posey can try to win. At some points the drivers are impossibly fast, while at other points like here, Posey can make shortcuts and be able to compete. Posey will prepare for his special shortcut.
I must.
And that shortcut is right here. And he gets it. He gets the shortcut and is in the lead. For now. Usually he gets overtaken in the next lap or maybe already here. So far so good. A race in the abandoned city. Visual bug popping up again, just ignore it. Trying to take decent lines, not too much risk. You don't want to bump in a wall and ruin the entire race.
There they come. There they are.
There is Mad Flat.
I really don't... It's not possible. You cannot take the corner that fast.
That's something he said on other tracks too. Maybe a little more practice and he will actually be able to do that. However, he knows some lines that the other drivers don't, and he's already ahead here. So, you lose some, you gain some. The most important corner of the track. He gets it right again. This is looking very, very, very good. Lap 2 of 3 and Posey is way ahead. Way ahead of the other 3 contenders. Pushes the brake here to not crash and continue. Little braking here also. Ooh, very wide but not too wide. The last lap, keeping this up. And victory will be... That was close, that was too close. And victory will be a fact, I wanted to say. He cannot be beaten then anymore by points. Because there is only one track after this, Utopia, which is also impossible to win for Posey. Meanwhile, Posey is still ahead, which is very special. And if he gets this corner right again, he has virtually won the championship, and he does get it right. He gets it right again. Now you just have to finish it. Look at the giant leap he's ahead of the competition. Just finish the race. You don't have to do anything else. No more risks. He's going to win the Insane Championship. One more corner, and Posey has won the Insane Championship. Posey has won the championship. Let's listen to Posey's comment.
I did it.
He's thrilled.
I've won the championship.
There we see it. Posey is 14 points ahead of Mad Flat. And thanks to the strong competition between Mad Flat and X, Posey was able to gain such a big advantage. And that advantage is very important because Posey, with 100% certainty, will lose here at Newtopia. The cars just fly away. It doesn't matter what car Posey tries, the speed of the competition seems to be unbeatable. But Posey doesn't know yet that it is beatable, but I'm not going to tell him. There is of course the supercar, but that is not allowed. You can join the championship with the supercar, but you won't get any points. This is one of the two parts of the circuit where Posey can be faster, but the cars then just pull away again. Strangely, the expert level is easy for Posey to win here, but the insane level, impossible. Posey is just not good enough yet. I would have won this easily. Beautiful cornering here. This is a shortcut, but the shortcut too also does not help enough. He can keep them in visual range, but not overtake them. Posey just needs to practice more. Look at how he takes this corner. Way too wide, way too slow. But I'm giving tips. I'm not giving tips here. Next race I'll be there again. I'm just doing these comments because I get a basket of sprouts. But yeah. Posey is trying his very best and failing miserably, but that's not a problem because he has already won.
Press the wrong button, Jesus.
And that's the same Posey who for a long time believed it wasn't possible at all to win the Insane Championship. And look at him now. Driving here is the winner of this Insane Championship. Even though he is dead last now and there's absolutely nothing he can do about it, he has already won because he has enough points. And we're in the last lap of the last track of the Insane Championship. Only one car left in the field of view. But still, celebrations can begin for Posey, the only contender not from the Powerslide universe. There is a very small chance one of the cars will crash. Sometimes that happens in this corner, but not this time. No crash. And thus, Posey will be last here. And just a moment. Oh, I thought the Utopia Syndicate police was at the door, but it looks like someone is trying to break in again, so it's okay. Everything's good. Right. Nicely taken again, this shortcut. And there is the finish line. And we will see what Posey has won. Let's hear the very emotional response of Posey after this historic victory.
I have won the Insane Championship.
Awesome.
Actual whole strawberry.
I never won it.
Wow.
Also not when I
Wow.
had the game originally back in the day.
Wow.
Strawberry. Nice.
What is funny about that? And that's not all. Posey has also won a mango
Alright.
for winning the Insane Championship with the car Warthog.
I did it. I won the Insane Championship.
9 points ahead of X at second place with 52 points and Mad Flat at third place with 51 points. And that is the key to the victory of Posey. The strong competition between those two drivers. Sorry. Well, let's see the fridge. And here's the fridge. It's still quite empty, there's still a lot to be won here, but thanks for watching, and I hope to see you soon.
Yes, indeed.